me and Jake will travel to Romania.
There you go.
We will make this happen. We'll do it wherever you want, whatever conditions you want.
You know what? I'm trying so hard to not start internet beefs. I'm really trying not to.
Andrew Tate has just leaked the most insane details of the Jake Paul fight contract, and trust me, this is a total game changer for Jake. Honestly, these details had to be exposed because people were starting to think it was just another scripted circus, especially with all the nonsense boxing has been through lately. Yeah, I'm referring to November 15th. Well, no worries with these contract details. There's no need to worry about it being fake anymore. The real fight is about to go down. And man, I'm already on the edge of my seat after reading that last clause.
10 million for everybody.
You might have a fight on your hands.
That would go crazy.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. No, seriously.
I'm
let's
about
do
the
it.
action. Like I'm less talk now. Let's just fucking go.
So, Jake Paul, without even realizing what kind of mess he was walking into, accepted Andrew Tate's challenge in just 24 hours. No months of back and forth on social media. No, we're just teasing the fans nonsense. Nope, just a bold challenge from Tate, and bam, Jake's in. It's almost like he didn't even stop to think, wait, what did I just agree to? But hey, at least he's consistent, always jumping into the deep end without checking if there's water first. This isn't your typical celebrity boxing match, by the way. No, let's build our brand, or we need to get those views. This one's personal, and the stakes are through the roof.
Yeah, he's fighting. All he fights are old guys and whatever. But listen, say what you want, he wins, and he makes money. So he's doing his thing, you know.
Tate and Jake are two of the most controversial figures in the fight world right now. But this isn't just about throwing hands in the ring. Oh no, there's actual history here. It's a battle for the title of top dog in the fight game. Forget about the glitzy trash talk or the fake beef you see in most celebrity matches. This one's the real deal, and Tate made sure to show that by leaking the contract details.
You just don't see it as a sustainable thing.
He fought Tommy Fury and lost. Where's that rematch? Where's that rematch?
I don't know where it's at. I know he's fighting a 57-year-old champ now. What's
58.
58. Don't want to take a year away from you, Mike.
He's fighting a guy that's almost 60 years old, and you know what I mean. I mean, that says it all. That says it all. There's nothing else that needs to be said. That's his shtick. That's his thing. He fights guys that are old, usually undersized guys, older, undersized guys. But he's fighting Tyson here, and him and Tyson are going to make a shitload of money,
a bunch of money,
and good for both of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Good for both of them. Like I say, Jake Paul can fight. It's not like Jake Paul can't fight.
Yeah.
Jake Paul just won't fight anybody.
When that tweet hit, it was like a bomb went off on the internet. People are losing it. It's already bigger than most fights we've seen in the past couple of years, and we haven't even hit fight day yet. Now let's talk about those leaked details. First of all, forget all the scripted nonsense you see in other fights.
I'd probably live in a dream world too. But let me explain something to you about combat sports. There are a whole bunch of men out here who will never be as famous as you, will never make the money you've made, who would kick the living fuck out of you. This is the hardest sport in the world, and people dedicate their lives to this, and most of them never get a payday. It never pays off for the majority of fighters, all of which would fuck you up. I'm one of the lucky ones.
This isn't about setting up drama for more views. Tate and Jake are here to settle this the old-fashioned way. No fake feuds, no pulling stunts for attention. What you see is what you get. The trash talk? Savage. There's no holding back here, and it's going to be juicy. These two aren't about to pretend to play nice. The tension is real. This is personal, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming.
But I do have $3 million to bet with you, so this is your offer. $3 million. You put 3, I put 3, winner takes all. I'm 5 years out the ring. I'm a kickboxer. You're 2-0 in boxing. I'm 0-0 in boxing. I've never even fought boxing. I'm a retired old man. 5 years I've been sitting around smoking cigars and fucking bitches, which are better looking than the fucking girl you're advertising anyway.
While other celebrity fights rely on making a joke out of it for the cameras, Tate and Jake are going straight to the source. Both have huge egos, big personalities, and even bigger tempers. If you think the pre-fight talk is already wild, wait until the bell rings. The next clause on the list was about drug testing that's literally the opposite of just a formality. I mean, we're talking full-on random no-warning drug tests that could hit at any time. Forget about planning it out. Tate and Jake Paul could be getting tested anywhere, anytime.
Don't worry about Floyd Mayweather fucking you up. You only want to lose to them so you can say, well, I lost to Conor McGregor. Why don't you lose to an old man who's retired? I live in the real fucking world, Jake. There's a whole bunch of fighters out here who live in the real fucking world. Men who are dangerous and dedicated their lives to this sport and don't have a fucking fraction of the money you have because you managed to become a fucking clown.
And here's the kicker. If you fail that test, you're out. No excuses, no second chances. It's instant disqualification. And on top of that, you're hit with a huge fine. So it's not just about losing the fight, it's about your wallet taking a major hit too. And because apparently we haven't had enough drama yet, Tate's also made sure there's constant surveillance on these guys. No funny business, no sneaky little enhancements on the side. It's a pure test of skill and willpower. When Jake and Tate step into that ring, it's going to be raw, no supplements, no shortcuts, just pure fist-to-face action.
Because you managed to become a fucking clown, the biggest clown on the fucking internet. If you want to fight and you want to send a contract, send one to me. I will take a few weeks break from living my retired life to kick the living fuck out of a fucking goofy, fucking entitled dickhead like you. You know my name, Andrew Tate. Fucking Google it if you want to know more.
Now let's talk about the money because, well, this is the part that everyone will be eyeing. The winner of this fight will walk away with a whopping $10 million. That's not pocket change. But hold on, there's a catch, and it's a big one. The full $10 million is only for a knockout or submission. If the fight somehow manages to crawl into the judge's hands and gets decided on points, sorry champ, you only get half, a measly $5 million. So now, these two are under even more pressure, not just to win, but to win big. No one's taking it easy to go to the scorecards when a cool $10 million is on the line.
You know what? I'm trying so hard to not start internet beefs. I'm really trying not to.
Think about it. Tate and Jake Paul are now locked into a battle where the strategy isn't just about lasting the rounds, it's about finishing it. They're going to be swinging for the fences, because let's be real. $5 million might sound nice, but double that is a whole lot nicer. Every punch, every move, every moment of the fight becomes a race to end it quickly, decisively, and dramatically. Now let's talk about the pay-per-view deal tied to this fight between Andrew Tate and Jake Paul, because, spoiler alert, it's ridiculous. These two guys are getting 50% of the pay-per-view PPV sales. Let that sink in. For every single dollar that fans shell out to watch this circus, both of them are taking a huge chunk. And you know what that means, right? It means millions. This isn't a couple $1,000s from some indie fight. We're talking about tens of millions.
However, I do understand what he's doing. I understand that he is very, very smart, even with his marketing angle. I'm just a YouTuber. You're not just a YouTuber. You're a full-grown man with the best coaches in the world who's dedicated his life to learning how to box for years. You know how to box. You're not a complete amateur. You know how to box very well. 3, 4, 5 years of training combat sports. You can box.
PPV sales for big-name fighters like Jake and Tate? Yeah, those numbers can get insane. So imagine a world where this fight actually blows up, and now both of them are walking away with $20 million each from just the people watching at home. That's a bonus, just from people tuning in to watch them throw punches at each other. And don't kid yourself, because we're talking about global spectacle here. It's not just a handful of curious onlookers. Tate and Jake both have massive online followings, and you can bet your last dollar this thing is going to go viral. The bigger the drama, the more people will tune in. And you better believe they're all about that. Drama equals money, and these two are the kings of stirring the pot.
My Bugatti that I have is in a Morgan Stanley bank account, compounding interest and hundreds of millions of dollars. So that's cooler than having a Bugatti.
But wait, there's more. How about this gem? The no rematch clause. Oh yeah, it's as juicy as it sounds. There's no rematch unless both Tate and Jake agree to it after the fight. So if one of them gets knocked out or submitted, that's it. Game over. No do-overs. This is it. The first and only fight. Now, this is where the pressure gets real. There's no, okay, I'll train a bit harder and come back next year moment here. No second chances, no redemption arc. You either win or you lose, and you don't get to try again. If you get embarrassed, you don't get a shot to fix it. It's like one of those game shows where you have to pick the right box. Pick wrong, and that's the end of the line. And let's not forget the cherry on top of this circus. The face-off ban. These two are not allowed to meet in person until they're literally staring each other down on the scale for the official weigh-in. Instead, all the juicy tension will live exclusively on X, Instagram, and YouTube, so we can all watch these two talk smack from the safety of their phones. Now I know what you're thinking. Why would they do this? Well, it's the genius of modern promotion, my friend. No need for messy press conferences and the usual in-person chaos. No, instead we get an online thriller where every tweet, every Instagram post, and every viral video just adds more fuel to the fire.
Yeah, he'll never do that, though. He knows. He knows way.
One, he's under contract. And
he's not his own boss.
And two, he won't do it. He knows better.
Then, the moment we've all been waiting for, the weigh-in. Oh, it's going to be a showdown. The stakes are through the roof. Because by then, all that built-up social media drama will hit the physical world, and fans are going to be watching like hawks. Who's going to blink first? Will Jake's Twitter trolling actually get under Tate's skin? Is Tate going to maintain his usual cool, or will he snap? We'll finally see these two interact in person, and that's when the magic happens. Forget the numbers on the scale. Everyone's going to be watching to see who cracks first. Mental warfare, baby. But wait, it gets juicier. In case you thought the financial penalties for failing to make weight weren't enough of a motivation, let's talk about the 30% pay penalty. Yeah, if either one of these guys doesn't make weight, they lose millions. We're talking about the same Jake Paul who likes to pretend he's a businessman, and Tate who's all about his alpha mentality. If they fail to make weight, they get smacked with a massive pay cut. And that's not even the worst part. This whole weight cut penalty is one big reminder that failure isn't an option. If either of them misses weight, it's not just the financial sting that hurts. It's the fact that they have to live with the public humiliation of being labeled as unprofessional. No one likes that. It shows a complete lack of discipline, and that's fatal for both of their brands. So yeah, this fight is about more than just two guys throwing punches. It's about mental pressure, physical toll, public humiliation, and potentially millions of dollars gone because one of them couldn't resist eating an extra slice of pizza the night before weigh-in. The fight's going to be nuts, but the real battle is happening behind the scenes, in the gym, on social media, and every time they step on the scale. Get ready, because the stakes are insane.